That's crazy.
We jumping right in, bro.
Yeah, ain't nothing to be said, bro. We just jump into it, bro. Mad shit to talk about.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a lot to talk about though. On some real shit, my nigga.
Nah, it is. That
on some real shit. It's looting, it's protesting going on, my nigga. Like
shit is going crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead, podcast episode 5, whichever one.
This is the finale.
Word,
no more after this. If y'all ain't tuning in for the last year, it's too bad.
This is the last episode ever.
After that, we make it OnlyFans. What? So y'all gonna have to.
We're not doing this again.
Ronnie on his bullshit. I'm not jacking that.
That's crazy. I thought. I mean,
because you know the world is going crazy.
It's all right, Lou. Yo, Lou, you and me could make our own pod, bro. It's just
That's a fact, bro. This nigga moving crazy, bro. The streets gotta hear us, bro.
You know. But yeah, let's talk about it, bro. The past few days, country been going crazy, man.
I think first off,
now, see, this is why y'all can't do anything without me. Look at y'all talking about the podcast without me. Y'all gotta introduce the guests. Man, I introduce the guests,
bro.
I mean, I'm not,
bro.
Sure.
Yo, we never doing this again, man. Never.
Niggas is crazy.
Yo, my boy Sampserson popped out for me.
What's up, yo?
Yeah, just
boy Sampserson in the spot. Go, bro.
Yeah, man. Just
Anthony, Luno, nice to meet you, fellas.
What's going on, man? How you been?
My boy Sampserson is what's it called? He's a producer too. So, I mean, we like to have like music creators and shit and producers on and shit. So yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing shit, man.
Since 2 weeks ago?
It's been like a while, bro. It's been like 2 months. A lot of shit has happened to me, man. I'm not in Flatbush anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a couple problems with like usage. So like I was like selling coke, and I was selling it with this kid. Danny.
Yeah, don't.
And we were like doing it for a while.
You don't gotta say names.
Fuck.
Don't get too specific.
Don't incriminate yourself.
Don't incriminate yourself, bro. We not allowed to.
Not here.
All right. So long story short, what ended up happening was, a couple of guys that like I've seen around, they came to my house because the kid that I was dealing with, he basically like skipped out. Like he changed states. A lot of his family's in Florida, so they ended up going in my apartment and ended up like beating the shit out of me, basically.
That's crazy.
Damn.
And it all happened while quarantine is happening. You know?
I have so many questions for you, Sam. Anybody want to start?
Well, hold on, because I went to rehab, so I have an issue. So I went to rehab. I've been in rehab for like past month. I just got out of rehab. Now I'm in like a sober house, and there's not shit to do. I'm in Connecticut right now, Canaan, bumfuck nowhere. So I'm enjoying it, taking one day at a time. You know, it's good.
Hey, bro,
focus on music.
That's dope. I didn't even know that, bro. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep you in my
That's a step in the right direction, bro. Facts.
Word.
Feel me? Like I've come to learn, bro. Like you can only try to do better tomorrow, bro. That's the only thing. You feel me?
Word.
Keep trying to be better, my nigga.
Yeah, as long as you got a future, bro, it's always hope, bro. Yeah. It's not the end of the world, feel me?
Like shit, I thought my quarantine was going bad.
Where I thought my shit was
real talk, bro.
But fuck. So how the fuck did you even start doing all that, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's funny. Because
bro, why you trying to get him to incriminate him, bro?
How did you go from? I don't really understand that, bro. Just take us through.
Because I did
Somali
since I was like 14 years old, so it's mad funny. He's probably like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, how does that even? Was it like, oh, you needed bread type shit, or you needed to just, you felt like you needed to do something else? Or how?
I've been on and off when it comes to like employment. You know, I was like a sales associate at like Zoomies, you know, and I fucking hated it, you know, because when you're a sales associate, like they keep track of sales. Plus, it's like Zoomies, you know, and all the little like 13-year-olds come and try to.
Yeah, you got the whole after school crowd and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a disaster. So I was unemployed for like, I'd say like 4 months, which is a long ass time. Especially for me, because I'm already pretty in debt, you know, and my landlord's a bitch. So what ended up happening was, you know, I was trying to see if I could sell beats. That was the thing, you know. Little did I know, you know, that's wishful thinking, you know. That's a wishful career. So I love drugs. That's just who I am. I'm a dude that always did drugs. Even when we were in high school, Jelani, like I was doing like LSD all the time. Like I was baked, and I'd pretend like I wasn't, you know. But that's just
funny. Yeah, you know what's the funniest part about that, bro? Even though this is not funny, but
yeah, that's not funny. I was about to say.
We used to think you was fucking spaced out, nigga. We used to always think you was fucking wilding, bro.
we would
always think you was playing though, for me, because you was a jokey nigga.
Here's the funny part: like the first JV game I ever had, I was off it. I was off like I took 2 tabs, and I was playing safety, and you know, coach oh shit, Coach Chester, Coach Chester, he was like, Sampson, you gotta like do something, because I was tripping in the football field. Like I wish I was making this up. Like I was just watching them run by me. I had no tackles that game. You know, I was on the bench, but that's just always like what I typically do. But yeah, like I don't know, it's gone on for too long, and I have a real like dependency when it comes to substances like cocaine. There's like crack, and you know, you got heroin. Like luckily, like I never like shot up as much as a lot of the people I know, because you got a lot of people who shoot up and like, you know, they're necking some shit. You know, I've heard some crazy shit in rehab, you know, some crazy stories. A lot of these guys are like 40 and they've seen some shit, you know. But it's a sickness. It's like it's a mental sickness, because even knowing that you know, this stuff can kill you, you know, a little voice in your head still says, you know, that doesn't apply to me. You know, I'll be fine. I'll just keep doing what it is I'm doing. So I'm trying to find a higher power, a higher something that, you know, a reason for me to, you know, want to, you know, yeah. That's all I gotta say. I feel like I've been talking way too much anyway.
Nah, you good, bro.
Bro. You good.
That's why you here.
You good, bro.
Shit. But yeah, I hope you find that higher power, bro. It's always something that's gonna, you know, for everybody has a little something that keeps them going from me. So I mean, you just gotta find that little something, man.
That's a fact, bro. Like the fact that you even was able to like just express it and know that you have those issues, like you're aware of it. You feel me? So like that's what me and my man Ron always talk about, is being aware of your flaws. Like even saying what you're doing, like being more conscious of what you're doing. Like before I light a split, I'll be like, all right, I'm about to split. I'm about to smoke. You feel me? Like just you got to be conscious of what you're doing at all times. So that's dope.
Word. Does music help like some therapeutic shit when you making music and shit?
there's no better feeling than like having, you know, making a whole project and just watching something come together, you know? So for me, that element of it is like therapeutic for me. Cause like each beat I make, even if it's a shitty beat, even if it's something I'm really proud of, each one of my projects, I feel like it's still me. Like it's still like my baby. It's something that I worked on, you know?
That's right.
I have to, whether it's good or bad, whether it's popular, you know, I have to take ownership of that.
And that's really you. That's really you just expressing, you feel me, a moment in time, taking like a capsule. Like a lot, like even listening back to my music, like I'll go through shit and it's like, oh, you have a document of that. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's process it.
Oh, and you ever think about rapping maybe or singing or anything else, like, you know, venturing out to anything other than beat making?
when I was 16, I wanted to be a rapper. It didn't work out much. You know, I don't have much.
What was your rap name?
Right.
Oh God,
Oh,
I've had like 30. I've changed my name like a million times.
What's your producer name and thing? How do you pronounce it, and how do you just so everybody that's watching knows and shit?
So on YouTube, it's United. But even that name, I get sick of that name after like a while. But on YouTube, it's United on Track Train, where I sell everything on the website, where you get the WAV leases, MP3 leases, tracks outs. It's still United. That's Track Train. And on YouTube too. And they're all connected. On my Instagram page is a link to Track Train and everything. But my first rap name was like, it was something stupid. Like it was like Lil Moist. Lil Moist.
Crazy.
I fuck with it.
Cause then when I was like 16, I was listening to like Lil Tracy, you know, Lil Peep and those, you know.
I was just about to ask you that. Who like what are your like influences music wise, you know?
My influences definitely like I was a big fan of ASAP, Odd Future, and Goth Boy Click. You know, all the groups that, you know, kind of like made the kids like, you know, have to like be their own person, you know. I always dressed different. Even in high school, like Jelani would see me, I would wear like some weird shit, bro. I'd wear like Skechers. And but like I like to I feel like being different, because I feel like I've always been like a little odd, you know? I've always been on the outside looking in. And like I don't know. Yeah, I like artists that encourage like kids to, you know, to it's okay to be different. You know, it's okay to you know, live life on your own terms, I guess.
That's a fact. Like that whole punk movement was lit. Like when I was a kid, the same time when I was on, them niggas dressed how they wanted to. They didn't give a fuck. They said what they wanted to, and that shit just makes you want to just express yourself. Like fuck it, you feel me?
What about you guys? Like what
influences?
Kind of artists influence you guys?
I would say like.
Now let Ant go. Let Ant go. He ain't say.
Yeah,
word. Not a fucking word.
When it comes to music, like coming up, I played like classical instruments like the violin and piano. And so I listened to a lot of classic music when I was practicing and being trained. And so that, for me, listening to like jazz music and classical music and shit that's not just like synthesizers and 808s, like I like listening to actual instruments and shit. So I enjoy listening to like Jay-Z tracks or like Rick Ross tracks. When you hear like the piano, the keyboard, the horn section and everything, like I really appreciate stuff like that. But aside from that, like musically, I really like Travis Scott. Like just like I feel like Travis Scott kind of paved the way for like a lot of people now, like quote unquote rock stars. And so like I love Travis.
Travis, one of my favorite Travis songs is the remix of Childish Gambino's song "Feels Like Summer." That's a good one. Yeah, I love that song.
One of my favorite shit that's not out on like Apple Music and shit, like unreleased shit, remixes and shit. He did a remix to Frank Ocean's "Land." It was pretty dope.
He did?
I fuck with that one.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Fuck with that one. Luka? Yeah, music and I feel like niggas ask us this all the time when we
like, I always like, niggas love Nas. You know what I mean? Like, well, I'm from New York, so I came up on Nas. Like, I used to write down all of the Nas lyrics and write it out and go back and rap it. You feel me? So that's how I learned how to rap. You know what I mean?
Type shit. Me, I'm gonna try to give you some others because I listen to a lot of different people. Kid Cudi was a big influence to me. Tyler, of course, Our Future, of course, Earl, of course. But I'm getting into a lot of different, different music now. So I mean, I'm venturing off. So shit is changing. So
my son maturing out here.
I don't know about that. I'm listening to dumb shit. Yo, you ever heard of Young Gravy niggas? I'm listening to niggas like that. I've been going with Cardi. My music taste has been digressing, but I fuck with the music though. Because they're not really good lyricists that like that. But it's good music.
You appreciating it for what it is now. Like
it's good music. And sometimes, you know what I as an artist, you gotta not take it so serious. So I'm trying to not listen to so much serious shit right now because it's like if you take shit so seriously, it's just gonna stress you out. I'm not trying to do all that.
Yo, Young Gravy has a song with Chief Keef.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I believe it though, because Young Gravy is that nigga. Young Gravy is that nigga though. But yeah, man, that's dope hearing about the experiences shit with addiction and shit. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people relate and shit to that. Whatever.
Quarantine's almost over, for niggas in New York. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Let's
we open up in a week.
Let's get into the what's it called talk? The
Snapple facts.
Talks.
How y'all
feel about what's going on right now? Shit.
Yeah, I wanted to open up with that. You feel me? That's why it was all the confusion in the front. When we started, because before this, I'm watching like the riots and all that.
Yeah, we're gonna do another separate episode just to get it all out because we got a lot. There's a lot of other stuff for me.
This is part one, bro, and then the second one will be like part two.
This is the end, part one, because this is I'm gonna tell you, this is the last fucking episode.
Yeah.
But how y'all feel about what's going on and shit? Man? Go ahead. Whoever want to start.
If I start, really, it's just I'm seeing that I'm starting to like step back from the emotions of it, and now I'm seeing what's really going on. There's a lot of course, there's a lot of white people peacefully protesting with us, with black people. That's dope. You feel me? There's a lot of positive things going on, but there's also white people doing a whole lot of fuck shit, and I feel like it's gonna devalue everything that we fighting for. You feel me? Because niggas is smart enough to do certain shit. You feel me? Like it's just, and I see a lot of them in them videos. They're the ones wilding. So somebody got to answer to that. You feel me? And it's gonna be us. So it's just I feel like it's a loop again. I feel like we're in another loop.
Yeah, I was watching the news yesterday, and they said some woman that got arrested yesterday for throwing a Molotov lived upstate in like the Catskills, bro. Like she's not even from the city, bro. So it's
bitch bored, bro. Nothing to do.
Yeah.
It's like, what is you doing, bro?
Yeah.
And then like, I know in New York yesterday they started bugging, but out in LA, bro, hitting up every shop in Louis Vuitton, designer, and just like everything, just leaving it empty, bro. So it's like, bro, you're not even doing what you're doing for the right reasons, bro. You're just being an asshole. You're being mad ignorant. You feel me? That shit not gonna help nobody, bro.
And,
Like that shit.
did y'all see the video of the? I don't know if it was confirmed. You never know what's real or what's not when you see it on the internet, bro. That's for me personally. But y'all seen the video of the undercover cop smashing shit and like making.
Yeah, for real. There was
yeah,
a whole undercover cop.
Yeah. So they do that a lot. Like the government, the police, the whoever, they do that shit a lot to instigate and like make it seem like this was a riot at first when it was a peaceful protest at first.
Yeah. Bro, these are tactics they used before. You feel me? These are tactics that's used before. So we got to learn from history. I mean, that's the reason. That's the reason niggas is bugging because I'm like, bro. They know what they're doing. They playing right now. They playing too.
They're pretty much instigating a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, the media.
And they got people, photos of them in plain clothes, in the protest, bro.
Word.
Like you can see the earpiece and everything, bro. There to instigate and start shit up.
Niggas is not low. But how do y'all feel? So with me, I know that even though it's peaceful protests becoming a riot, it still does something. I know it's fucking up your community and shit, but it still sends a message. How y'all feel about that? I feel like it still sends a message.
Like cars being burned and riots happening, like it still sends a message. It does send a message, unfortunately throughout history, unfortunately violent actions tend to start getting results, but that doesn't take away from the fact that peaceful actions and peaceful protests have also gotten results. And unfortunately, I feel like some people are like anarchists. Like they really don't give a fuck what they're protesting for. They're just ready to
fuck shit up.
Fuck shit up, yeah. And that's something that I just feel like can't happen this time, especially with what's done. Yeah, they're lying to. They're not only lying to the people that they're so-called wanna help, which is people of color. It's and these anarchists, they tend not to be people involved, like Anthony was saying, and like Wino was saying. Like I find that I can't. Whenever a protest happens, there's always some hidden agendas going on.
Word.
And it sucks because a message will always get deteriorated and sort of crafted and changed into whatever people want to think it is. Like Black Lives Matter T-shirts. It's a simple statement that says Black Lives Matter, and look how that's been twisted. You have people saying, "Oh, well
people take it as you anti-white.
Lives Matter, white lives matter, yeah, all that stuff. That's a protest to the protest. That's taken away from the main thing.
Real shit.
Yeah. That.
But it's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, did y'all see the Anonymous?
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah, we jumped straight into that.
Airing shit out today.
Shit about to get crazy.
Oh shit.
The hackers have now entered the chat. What y'all think about that? Just go for it. See you next.
Yo, bro, where he been at the past 2-3 years?
Bro, you mean at the hacker niggas, the anonymous niggas? Yeah, I heard they have been around for like a good 2-3 years.
Yeah, they've been quiet, bro.
Since like 2011. Hold you.
Say that again.
I ain't seen it since like 2011. I'm not gonna hold you.
Word. What did they?
But
it's
needed
in 2011.
It was. He used to be on some like conspiracy theory shit, but I remember when our data got leaked, he was the one to tell people that our data was leaked. You feel me? By the major companies, like he was out here against that. So there's mad stuff he's been out here against. You feel me?
All right. I looked into who they were and shit, and like just some.
How you gonna find out?
You don't know. You can't find out really, but But really, but they've been around for a while. It's not hard to really to.
You looked them up and you got a message. They was like, "Yo, stop trying to find out."
They've been around for how long now? How long has it been? Like 7
But that's
years?
imitators too. You feel me? Like it's imitators of anonymous.
Yeah, and yeah, there are imitators too. So it's a lot of different stuff. But I'll tell you what I've heard, and it's not confirmed. It's just shit I heard. We don't know shit on this podcast, but I heard that most of their hacking abilities ain't really like what we think it is. I know that.
Like they're not like
that.
Yeah.
But and how it started was really just it's a group of people that came together that want to stop certain things and against a bunch of shit. But they don't have certain hacking abilities that we really think that will fuck us up. Most of them aren't really the best hackers, right?
I feel you.
So
I'm sure they're not, bro. Because if they was, they probably really would have aired.
They would have turned shit all the way upside down by now, bro.
They would have told us about aliens like 10 years ago.
Fuck everything up, bro. Word. But yeah, I looked into some more shit. But I wish I could tell you. I should have wrote it down, but we got more shit to talk about.
But yeah, they leaked something about Donald Trump and
yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein being a pedophile.
A bunch of child trafficking rings and shit. No, there was a what's her name was on that shit. Naomi
Oprah
Campbell was on that shit. They said that was on that I read. So
I used to think like hackers were like in the movies, But apparently some people just call your internet or call service provider, like they'll call Verizon and say that they're, oh, excuse me, hi, it's me, Jelani Echoes. I just want to know my social security, because apparently the phone providers, they have our social security number and information like that. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. But
no ways. They try. Like this time, take your voice. Hold up.
Yeah. Word.
If you answer them, they can imitate your shit so they can use your shit over.
Type shit. They learn stuff about you from you.
All that.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you the rest of the shit I heard, but
listen, that's why I'm answering phones from unknown numbers. That's another one.
Scam like you don't do that shit.
Yo, I just pick it up and I just sit there and wait for them to say something. I don't even say nothing, bro. I just be like,
dead eyes.
After like 10 seconds, it's over.
All right, we got 6 minutes left, and then it's gonna cut off. Have y'all heard any of the new music? Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs dropped. I listened to it. It wasn't all that to me.
Hold on. Okay.
Anybody else?
I think you want an Alchemist album.
Huh?
I think you wanted like the Alchemist album.
Right? I didn't think either, but I didn't like the Freddie Gibbs. I was tired. I'm tired of him low key now. So it's a good thing. I thought I would never get tired of Freddie Gibbs, but you get tired of some people.
Nah, boy.
Yeah,
he give niggas third verse. Just give niggas 4 songs and niggas can't take that. Give niggas 3 verses. He be giving niggas 3 verses, bro. You feel me? It's a different time.
Word, yeah, nah. His songs are pretty cool. They're pretty long. He had Tyler on one of them. That was one of the best songs.
Yo, I heard Tyler was popping some gay gangster shit, but it was kind of fly. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, it was. I didn't really listen too deep into it on some feel me. But Tyler's always on some. Tyler's always been that nigga, bro. I don't care about nothing he says.
Yeah, man.
No weight into nothing he says.
Can't call niggas homophobic. You cannot call niggas homophobic.
After we don't listen to all the fun shit he said, bro. Come on,
yeah.
I can't take that man that serious, right?
Yeah, nobody could call me that shit. Like,
oh man.
Any new music y'all want to put the people on to? This weekend.
Like plug in. You guys listen to Benji Cole? Like I don't know. This is like some weird shit, but Plug and B, artist, like Lil Summers.
My bad, dude.
AJ, what the fuck are you doing?
And music. You guys listen to everything. Come on, give me some.
But I need to listen to some new stuff. So, whatever you guys recommend.
I would say you. Well, Isaiah Rashad. I've been listening to old Isaiah Rashad. New shit is coming out. Feel me? I've been on my drill shit, low key. I've been appreciating drill music for what it is. I've been fucking with some drill music heavy. Famo Bang.
Is the right?
Yeah, that time, bro. I got that Famo Banger playing. I went back to listen to some KJ Baller. Rest in peace to him. So on that time.
Yeah.
Ross Swish too. Ross Swish is out here. For me, so.
Are you guys listening to D Savage? SoundCloud hero.
I heard his name, D Savage.
Yeah, I heard that name before.
That name's a SoundCloud hero.
Say less. I'm on it.
D Savage, that's valid. And anything?
Anything for the streets? For the Bronx?
Yeah,
Nah.
nigga, we know you got your ear to the streets, nigga.
Ear to the streets of the Bronx? Nah. My man's O Smith dropped a single, like 2 days ago? Titled Go Hard. That shit on all platforms. Go get that shit right now.
Ready.
Yes, sir. We got about 22 minutes and 30 seconds left. So.
And yesterday from Nine Leaves, some old school stuff that I've been listening to.
That's dope. Yo, thanks for coming, bro. We appreciate you on this Zoom shit.
Shout out Sampserson on the last episode of the SMH podcast.
Yeah, last episode, part one. Well, I don't know if we'll have a part two. Niggas suck.
On the way. Listen, on the way. New music coming. New music on the way.
Yeah, me and Lou got some new music coming too.
That's a fact.
12,
on the way.
Drop at 12 tonight. We recording this on a Sunday. The shit drop at 12.
Yeah.
We sharing the shit out of that shit. I don't even care anymore. Fuck it. I'm tagging my whole Facebook in that shit.
Hey, go crazy.
We work dumb hard now. We really work dumb hard on this track though, for real. Like, so when y'all listen to it, just really let us know how y'all feel about it. You know, me and Lou never really care for any criticism.
Any feedback. If you think it's whack, like write me, please tell me.
Yeah. We don't get heart.
Right. We can have that conversation. You can tell me where I lack.
Facts. But we got a minute left for me. Thanks for coming, bro.
If you guys need beats, just let me know. I try to be as versatile as possible. You know, old school, new stuff, R&B, soul. Follow me on Instagram, Creepy Music Station. And yeah.
Is that gonna? Yo, we got like 30 seconds left. Is that gonna keep changing? Because you keep changing.
See, I have a problem. Like I can never stick to like one name.
That's dope, though. Like that.
What's it called?
Creepy Music Station. That's my Instagram. So I'll follow you guys. And thanks for having me. For real.
Thank you for coming, bro. Appreciate it. We're gonna keep you
peace, bro. I hope you guys stay prosperous
and get better, bro. Facts. Get better, man. Praying for you.
Word.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna see myself out. Have a good one, guys.
Everybody just pose.